Greetings and welcome back to Celebrate Every Day with Amazing K. I am Karen K. Rush, aka Amazing K, and I am here to celebrate with you today, Saturday, September 16th. And guess what today it is? It is Guacamole Day. Yay! It is also Cinnamon Raisin Bread Day. Yay! It is also Working Parents Day. Yay! And it's also Playdough Day. Yay! It's a lot of days today, but we're only going to talk about these four. And the first one we're going to talk about is Guacamole Day. Yay! And I am excited because I have here with me as a special guest on Celebrate Today with Amazing K, my grandniece, Miss Trinity Simone. Yes, she is here to talk to us about her famous, and when I say famous, I mean famous. It's famous throughout the family and friends, her famous guacamole recipe. So, Trinity, tell us a little bit about why you decided to come up with this guacamole recipe.
So when I was younger, I really liked cooking and making things in the kitchen. But I also like snacks a lot. And so one day my mom showed me how to make guacamole dip, and I was completely obsessed with it. And so like almost every summer I demanded her to buy me more avocados so I could make some guacamole dip, and I pretty much perfected it at this point. So I'd like to share it with everyone today.
Well, I am so glad. Yes, please do share. And just to let you know, just on Wednesday was Kids Take Over the Kitchen Day. And here we are on Saturday with a kid in the kitchen. How old are you, Trinity?
This year I turned 14 years old.
Oh my goodness, she's just getting so old and getting so tall and beautiful. Okay, well, let's get started with the dip. As we know, avocados come from Mexico, and guacamole is a Mexico dish. We have the Aztecs to thank for our those recipes, but it's become more Americanized. So let's hear Trinity. Go ahead, take it away. Show us your dip and how
Okay,
you make it.
so you'll need at least a couple of avocados to do both dips I'm showing today. Be careful to pick one that's ripe though, because this one isn't ripe yet. This one is close enough to ripe, so we're going to be using this one today. Um, you'll need one of these avocado scoopers or peelers. It's you don't need it, but it's definitely preferred. Some lemon pepper seasoning if you don't have fresh lemons or lemon juice. And I like to add some onion and garlic powder to mine to make it extra flavorful. And I get some chips just to dip it. So first,
That's
you don't really
really
need a
nice.
knife, surprisingly, but you can use one to cut open the peel. And then I'm going to just peel off a certain part like this.
Oh, you just peel it off just that easy, huh?
Yep, you just have to make a slice on one side. And it's really easy to peel off.
It looks very easy. Now, you said you had to make sure it's ripe. How do you know when an avocado is ripe?
So it's not too squishy and it's definitely not too green, but it's kind of firm too. If it's not ripe yet, it'll be too hard and very green. So now I'm going to be carving the avocado off of the around from the seed.
Oh, you just carve it from the seed. There's lots of different things you can do with avocados. I usually just take it and spread it on my toast and put a little season or salsa on it for avocado toast. But this guacamole dip is going to be so delicious. I wish I was there to eat it because everybody knows on Celebrate Every Day with Amazing K, I am a foodie, but I'll just have to savor the flavor and imagine how this dip is going to come out.
So the first version of the avocado dip we're going to be making is it's like a chunkier version. So it's still slices, but it's seasoned and kind of mushy. So you're just gonna take the spoon side or like a fork, the side of a fork or spoon if you have it, and just chop it up a little bit.
It's going in and out. We can barely see, but I see that you're chopping it up. We're
Yep.
chopping it up. Chop. So that's what we do next. For those of you who are taking notes, chop up the avocado. Make it smooth but chunky.
After chopping it up to your liking, I'm gonna use this side of the avocado. Whoops, this side of the avocado. I guess tool and
Okay.
just a little bit, so it's still chunky, but you're still able to like spread it onto your chip.
Oh, okay. Chunky but spreadable.
Yep.
That's the key.
I'm only gonna crush it a couple of times, then scoop it up, and then crush it again, so it still has that chunky texture.
Chunky texture. Sounds delicious.
All right. Now that I'm done crushing it, again, you can just crush it to your preference. It doesn't have to be by the book. I'm going to scoop this into my avocado bowl. Oh, and definitely make sure to wash your hands before doing this.
Almost definitely. Universal precaution procedure. We wash our hands. So the bowl is, I take it there. We can't see the bowl, but
I'm going to wipe my hands so we can get to this next part.
oh, okay. You must need to have your hands involved in the making of the guacamole dip.
Yeah, you're gonna use your hands a lot while making this. It's inevitable.
It's inevitable.
So for this, I'm going to use the lemon pepper seasoning for this version. You can use lemon juice or fresh lemons or
Okay.
lemon pepper seasoning. If you do use a fresh lemon, make sure to roll it first so it's a little bit softer so you can get more juice out.
More juice. Rolling it gives you more juice. That's good to know.
I'm only going to sprinkle a little bit because lemon pepper juice is very salty.
Ah, we don't want it salty.
Peppers.
You mean the seasoning is salty, not the juice. Is the juice salty too?
No, the juice is just sour.
Oh, but it gives it that lemon zest flavor.
Yep. Next, I'm going to sprinkle on this garlic powder and onion powder blend I have. You don't have to use both, but I prefer to because they both bring out the flavor a lot.
Okay, garlic powder and onion powder. And notice, people, she didn't say garlic salt or onion salt because we want to stay away from the salt. The powder is good and it gives you just as much flavor. Awesome.
Next, I'm going to mix it up in the bowl, and it's practically done. You can add a little bit of oil if you want, like olive oil, vegetable oil. I prefer olive oil. It adds like a little bit different flavor, but it's very good.
Okay, awesome.
And that's about it for the. Oh yeah, uh, just gonna add. You can use your chips to dip. Sometimes I like to just eat a scoop, but I mainly use the scoop. I'm using the scoop.
Oh, tostito dip. Okay.
That's good.
Oh, it's good. I can taste it all the way here in Detroit. By the way, Miss Trinity Simone is in Atlanta, and we are live streaming this with her wonderful recipe for guacamole dip, the chunky kind. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that recipe. Now, I hope you guys are taking notes so you can make guacamole. And you know, there's lots of variations. Some people I know put uh, tomatoes in it, you know, those chop finely, or pimento, or whatever it is that you like, you do it because it's guacamole day. There's no rhyme, there's no reason, there's no right, there's no wrong, because it's guacamole day. And we're excited about that. So thank you, Trinity. I know you wanted to do another one, but for time's sake, I think that one is going to be enough for everybody to get the gist of how we make your famous guacamole. And when I come down there in October, I am going to be looking for some guacamole dip. Okay.
Yes, I'll definitely have it ready for you.
Oh, awesome. Now, the other day it is today is cinnamon raisin bread. Now, I wonder, has anybody or have you, Trinity, ever had guacamole on cinnamon raisin bread?
Absolutely not, and I never will.
It doesn't sound like a grand combination, huh?
No.
Well, sometimes when we have these things and we have lots of things on the same day, I try to combine them. But I think that's one we'll leave it alone. I love cinnamon raisin bread. I love to put butter on it and toast it, and maybe have it with some oatmeal or for some breakfast or something, or just I've never had it with a sandwich. To me, it's a meal, a part of a meal by itself. Doesn't need to be combined with like a sandwich or guacamole. Okay. So the next day that we're going to talk about, the next holiday today is actually Play-Doh Day. Woohoo! We have Play-Doh. So Play-Doh, and just to give you a little bit of history of Play-Doh, this is something that kids have been playing with for a very long time. And as you know, my background is early childhood education. So we've had Play-Doh in our classrooms all the time. And sometimes we even make it. We make it with a recipe, which is salt, cream of tartar, and flour and water. And we put it on the stove, we make it, and we give it to the kids, and they have it. And if they eat it, it's okay because it's just natural ingredients. Now, I don't know about them eating this stuff because, it's got all that dye in it and all these other things that I can't even pronounce. But natural Play-Doh is fun, and our parents make it at home. So let me just tell you how Play-Doh came about. It started in Cincinnati, Ohio, not too far from where I am. And it was actually made to be wallpaper, to hang wallpaper. That's what it was made for, like that putty. But what happened was the wallpaper business kind of dwindled down, and they had all this stuff, and they decided to just use it to just mold and do things, and then they gave it to the schools, and that's how it became Play-Doh because they played with it. But it's really good for fine motor. We always talk about kids needing to have their fine motor skills, and we give them Play-Doh before they can cut, before they can write. Play-Doh is like a therapeutic thing for them to help them with their fine motor skills and fine muscles. Okay. So now the last thing we're going to talk about is today is celebrating Working Parents Day. Working parents is something that, well, just to let you know, this has been our census. Census is coming up. I think we do the census every 10 years. Well, the last census gave us the information, the data that 61% of the population of people that had working parents outside the home, that had children at home. That's a high number. That's over half. Now, we all know that working is something that people do, but I would like to introduce someone here, actually Trinity's mom, who works, she's a working parent, and she works from home. And I work from home, but I didn't for a long time. I was out there in the school system up until last year when I donated my job back to the school system. But I would like to introduce Miss Dominique, who is Trinity's mom. Miss Dominique, can you come to the stage, please?
Hey everyone,
Hi. Like that.
how are you?
Wonderful. How are you?
Doing well, exhausted because I'm a working mom.
Yes. And today we celebrate you, working moms and working dads, working parents. We
Yes,
celebrate you.
yes, we holding it down. We're
We
doing the
do.
thing.
Can you tell us a little bit about your work at home experience? How long you've been doing it?
Oh
How
my
do you
gosh,
like it? What's it
I
about?
love it.
Go ahead. Give us a
Absolutely.
lowdown.
So let's see, it's 2023. I've been working from home full time for the past decade. It's been an amazing experience. It really, and before then, I always call the working from home life my second life because before then I was working in corporate America in the executive offices, right? But working from home, it relieves all of that stress. You don't have to get up at a certain time. Well, you still have to get up. You have to be disciplined. Okay, let me put that out there. But you're not having to like dress it up, get to the nines and everything like that, and get out on that road and deal with that traffic jam coming and going. However, working from home gives you the ability to go to work in your home office and still generate the income to take care of your family. And you're doing it on a consistent basis. A lot of people are under the misimpression that it's not a real job, but I'm here to tell you it's a real job because you're getting real money. Aren't you
Right.
expecting real money? It's not monopoly money, so you have to show up, right? And it's a blessing. It's been a blessing for me and my family, and I love it. It's going to have to be an offer that I can't refuse to get me to go back into that workforce. I've been doing it for 10 years. That was well before COVID. So yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. I love it.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I love it as well. And funny you should mention COVID because a lot of people left their outside jobs, their jobs where they worked outside of the home, and
Yeah,
started their home-based business and worked at
absolutely.
home, or either worked for a company that had them working at home or just starting their own business at home. Because home, you have the ability to do things that you wouldn't do. You save money. That's what I'm learning. Because I remember when I was out, I would always have to go out to lunch with the girls and everything. Now, lunch right here in the kitchen. I don't have to go out for lunch.
Leftovers.
Leftovers, exactly. And you eat when you want to eat. You don't have to eat at a certain time. Oh, the bell ring is lunchtime. Oh, bell ring, time to take a break. It's like a
Right.
little robots, time to take a break. Go to the bathroom now. Oh, you got to do this. You got to go check on this now. You are at home. It's more relaxed. But like you said, you have to be disciplined.
You do.
That's one of the things that I've been learning, to be disciplined and to have a schedule, what we call in our business a DMO, a daily method of operation. What is
Hmm.
it? We live by our calendar, our digital calendar, our calendar
Yes,
from here, and we make sure that we do what we need to do to get the job done.
I love that.
I
DMO. I
DMO,
love that.
daily method of
Yes.
operation.
Yes.
Yes. So, to all of our working parents, whether you're working at home or away from the home, we salute you today. It is your day. We celebrate you, and go head forth, be bold, be beautiful, be you. And I just have to tell you, remember, we still have the contest going on. Go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell so you can get notified of all of the segments of Celebrate Every Day with Amazing K. And if you bring 3 people to subscribe and let us know that they subscribe because of you, your name goes in a drawing and you can win a free trip.
Perfect. That's a win-win.
Yes, it's a win-win.
It is.
Yes, and if you are the one who brings the most people to subscribe, you automatically get a free trip. We got trips. We got trips. You get a trip. You get a trip. You get a trip. I feel like Oprah because that's what travel business owners do. We give away trips. Okay. We book trips and we give away trips and we help people to have their own businesses so they can be working at home too, if they would like, or on the beach or wherever.
That's
But
awesome.
I love it. And I just love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Come back, see what else we're going to be doing. There's a lot of things going on. September is still fresh. We still got a lot of more days to celebrate. So come back and celebrate every day with Amazing K.
With Amazing K. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Trinity.